How you doing, Brandy?
I was gonna give them some strawberries.
I got some carrots too.
We give those to horses.
I give them to the Jimmy Coonies.
Watch. See it?
I've been trying to work with him.
Yeah.
Oh, they love strawberries. I'm trying to get him to sit.
Look how she gets it in the back of her throat. It makes me nervous.
Well, she wants you to give her another one where it is. He can't see it. Here, come over here. He can't see.
Percy.
He won't look up. There he goes.
Percy. See it. Sit.
He's going to.
Sit. Nope. Pearl.
Like
Sit. Good girl.
Now you gotta give him one. Look at him. He's
Percy.
like, I better get one of the strawberries.
Percy. Sit.
He almost did it. Just give him one. He's gonna get mad.
Percy, what's he gonna do to me?
He's gonna take it out on her.
Good
She got 3. He hasn't got any.
Well, he needs your
You're biased.
Hey, Percy. Look up here. See it?
I'm trying to.
Sit.
But my little eyelashes are in the way.
Here, Percy.
Look at him. He loves them.
Well, yeah.
Oh, look. Gabby's like, really? You're giving them all the treats? Gabby, you don't want a strawberry. She'll eat it just because.
Good girl. Easy. Thank you.
We'll spit it out, though.
She's like, what is this?
She's like, disgusting. I want meat. I'm not a vegetarian.
Pearl. Sit.
Oh, she's going to eat it, though, just because she don't want no one else to get it. Huh? I know you don't like that, so why are you pretending? Why you pretend to like that? She's like, I just don't know, but I want my daughter or my other daughter to get it. So I'm going to walk over here.
Sit.
Did you get him to sit? Do it again.
Sit, Percy. Okay, you're already sitting. Good girl.
Those are my strawberries, by the way.
Percy, sit.
Put it to his nose and then come back with it.
Percy,
sit. Look, now Gracie's like, where's mine, Mom? Where's mine?
Oh, good job, Pearl.
They're like, I could sit.
He's getting mad. Sit.
Here he goes. He's going for it.
Okay, good try. Here. Oh.
Yeah, he'll bite your finger off. Okay, I have been on the sawmill this morning trying to finish up enough lumber to finish up the horse stable. Let's walk over here. We're going to talk to you guys. We're going to talk to you guys today about people taking advantage of other people as far as contractors go when you're building a house. We're going to talk to you guys about that because we had a local contractor try to take advantage of us and we weren't going for it. Subcontractor.
Carrot? Okay, or not. He doesn't like them. He snubbed them.
You got my finger, buddy. Yeah, he don't like them.
He's kind of picky.
You're picky, like Bo. I said it.
They don't like them.
He don't like. Put them in their thing. Oh, they'll like them now. Welcome to our cooking channel where we do a lot of talking. I'm actually got some ribs, country style ribs on the. You can sit down on the big green egg right now.
She stole an egg.
They did.
No.
She got something.
Yeah, but it's a different one.
Hey, Gabby. No more treats for you right now. Here, get back.
She got one strawberry.
Gabby. Get back, Gabby. Okay, welcome back to Brandy's channel. She likes doing the Dutch Eats videos.
I do?
You said you did. You're sitting up taller than me. So anyways, today we're going to talk about subcontractors. You guys know we have building the house mostly ourselves. We contracted out the concrete work and the trusses and the roof. And Randy the carpenter has been helping us, helped me a lot. And the sheetrock is almost completely done. We're waiting on a plumber because I wanted to pay a licensed plumber to do the propane. And we have been waiting on the propane for like 8 weeks, 2 months probably.
Yeah.
And
like at the beginning of it, it wasn't necessity, but you started looking like 2 months ago.
Yeah,
just because you knew it was coming
I
up.
put my thing in where, hey, I need you to come out here and give me a bid over 2 months ago. And the one plumber, and these are local companies that we've actually used for years. One just, I went to their office a couple times, 2-3 times. Yeah, I'm going to tell them I'm going to get it. We're going to get out there. I get it. Tons of people, they're busy. I understand.
But you don't just leave people hanging.
Just tell me I'm too busy. But I guess that's their way of telling you I'm too busy by not coming.
Well, no, that's just not good business practice. Yeah. You did have a company you called, and he just said, hey, I can't come till January. Yeah. So you said, thank you, but no thank you.
Yeah, thank you very much for letting me know, not just putting me on a schedule. So we finally got, well, she is mad. She wants in there to lay an egg.
There's 2 other spots that are available.
She's like, you've been in there too long. It's my turn. But anyway, so we finally got a plumber to come out, and they were like a week and a half late on when they said they was going to.
Well, literally like blocked your number. We feel like anytime he would call, they would not answer. Then magically I called and they answered.
I said, hey, let's try your phone, because I literally think they're screening my call. So we called them twice. I called them twice from my phone. I actually called them like 4 times over a Friday and then a Monday. They didn't answer Monday. So then that Monday, after I called twice, I said, Brandon's calling your phone. They pick it right up, and I say, hey, this is...
And I handed it to him.
I said, yeah, this is Sean. I'm looking, you guys supposed to come out last Thursday. Haven't heard from you. I didn't know if you're still interested in coming out. Yeah, sorry, we just got busy. I understand. Just text me or leave me, whatever. Just tell me that. She's being annoying. Yeah, she's being annoying.
Because I don't... There you go.
She is mad. Brandy went to get the... Now, you just got the hornet's nest going, Brandy.
Now
here comes Sue.
Sue says,
Sue's like, what's going on? And they will do this for like 20 or 30 minutes, probably like a long time, probably 15 minutes.
Helping.
You made it worse. Look, she's wanting to get in there.
See, now
Look, she's gone. Now she wants to go in there and lay her egg.
Now go in there.
She will. Are we missing a chicken?
We shouldn't be.
There's a lot of feathers down here, like something got it. Might just be where they're laying. It looks like Sue's. Don't it?
Yeah, that long one.
Yeah. Huh.
Get in there. Get in there. Go. Yes. There you go.
You guys could just listen to her, I guess, with us. Chickens get attitudes. Each individual chicken has individual personalities. I think she just laid one. She'll be all right.
She just laid one?
I don't know. But we're going to keep talking. You guys can hear the chicken in the background. Anyway, so got a hold of them. Yeah, we'll have someone come out there. So the plumber finally comes out, and I could tell, like, he told me he was the owner, him and his brother, I think, owned it or something like that. And his brother had come out and did an inspection on the house prior, pouring the slab last year. Yeah.
Okay.
And then he came out, and I said, hey, yeah, y'all came out. I knew it wasn't him. I said, y'all came out. Yeah, it's probably my brother. And so we're in there, and I'm showing him what I need. I need 5 lines dropped. He's rolling around taking a dust bath. They might be able to see it.
Goodness.
They're just going crazy today. So I show them where the 5 lines are that we need dropped. We're doing 2 backup propane heaters. We're doing a dryer, a water heater, and a cook stove. So 5. Really not that big of a job for a professional plumber, right? Like it's a day's work. And I was talking to him, and he's like, and I'm asking him a couple other questions. He's like, look, about some other plumbing stuff I had going on.
But you were just making conversation.
Yeah, and well, there's a couple things. I was like, hey, is that right?
Yeah.
And he's like, look, like, I don't want to give you all this information if you're not going to use us. I'm thinking, I want to see I want to see your bid first before anything. I'm like, yeah, dude. Like, I said, you're literally the only one that showed up. So, I mean, if your bid was within my range, I want to use you guys, obviously.
But it didn't make sense where, like, the questions you asked, that had nothing to do with
the propane at all.
It was kind of just not being super personable and just like a normal person to have a conversation.
It was like, I don't want to give you my information. I'm like, whatever. Like, I didn't have him come out here to get all this information for him so I could do it myself type of deal. That wasn't the case at all.
Like you said, those things were not related.
It was event, like
stuff you had already done or might need to do.
So anyway, I'm not getting a real good vibe at this point. I'm thinking, like, these guys are all super busy. I get it. And when subcontractors are busy and they don't need the work, they're going to bid it super high.
Which isn't right. It should be like, what does it actually cost? Not how busy am I or how bad do I need this job.
I understand the business. I understand that side of it. I don't agree with it, like Randy said. I don't agree with it at all. But it's one of them things, hey, if this dude's willing to pay, I'll come do it, and I'll put these other guys on the side.
But I really don't need to.
But yeah, I don't need to. I don't need the job. And which is not a good thing, because we're locals to this area. I've been here for 33 years. Brandy's been here over 40 years.
Hey,
so, almost
40 years and 11 months.
Okay, so Brandy's been here 40 plus years. I've been here 30 plus years, local to the area.
Not that he's that much younger. He's just hasn't lived
we moved here when I was like 6. So, like, we're locals. Like we know these families, these people. They know who we are for the most part.
Like, if you see them out in town.
We see them at the Mexican restaurant eating, like.
Or like we also said, they know his YouTube platform. He's not going to just blast them, but if he wanted to, he could.
Oh yeah, it's crazy.
So it's like, why do you not care either that even if we're not going to say it on YouTube, we're going to always have a friend, a family member, someone building a house.
Word of mouth is huge.
Or we might build another house. Like, so it's like just not getting a good reputation for your company.
So I've talked a little bit about Brandy about the add-on that we would eventually want to do.
Yeah, we would need different subcontractors.
Yeah, we want to do like an apartment. I want to. I'm sure you're on board with that.
So we would need a plumber potentially again. done, or
so you just never know who you might need business. Business might be awesome right now.
Yeah.
But in 6 months, it might be slower than whatever you want.
And in
slower
6 months, we remember how we were treated 6 months before.
So that's where we're at with this video. That's where I want to talk to you guys about. Don't get taken advantage of. He knew, because I told him, like, hey, we're having mud and tapers come.
He knew we were on a time crunch.
Yes, I'm on a time crunch. And I'm going to get to what he called me the next day and said. But so we're on a time crunch, and I tell him, I'm giving him information, and I know personally I'm probably giving him too much information, trusting him.
Which I'm naive. I just give out information, but you're always thinking in the back of your head,
I knew.
You know their questions are leading towards their judgment.
And I knew that I was giving him too much information on, we got a time crunch. You're the only plumber that come. I get it. I got it. But I was trying to make conversation,
but
just
that's making his price, I guess, in his head go up and up and up.
So the next day, I get a bid. So he's like, all right, yeah, I can do this and that. So what I asked him was the 5 lines, and I asked him about getting a quote on the water heater, tankless water heater, just what it would cost for him to install that. And he said, okay, yeah. So I get a quote the next day. And it's almost $6,000 to do 5 lines and install the propane hot water heater. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Which to me, I didn't know. Is that normal? And he's like, no, that's way, way, way high.
So for instance, we just did our house, and I know prices have went up, but prices have coming down too. So we know, I'm taking into effect all this stuff. I know this. I know the cost of the material. The material cost for what I needed, not counting the water heater, is like $600, $700.
Because we went and looked at the place that they shop at.
Yeah, exactly, and they get 30%. I know all this stuff. So literally,
they had less than $1,000
way
in
less,
material.
like $600-700 in material, right? So they're charging us over $5,000 in labor for about 6 hours of work, I would say. And the way I say that, because we have the job done now.
Actually, and that's how many hours it took?
Yes, I got another plumber lined up. It worked out for us financially a lot better. But what I'm talking about, don't let these people take advantage of you. I don't care. I see these things on Instagram and stuff that says, know your value. You want a quick and fast job. You're gonna get, like the
you get
quality.
What you pay for.
Exactly.
But not necessarily sometimes.
So some of these
like quotes?
No, the subcontractors, they get a big head on themselves because they're busy, because there's not enough of them. I understand all that.
Yeah, we need to kind of become plumbers, honestly.
But that shouldn't affect the price to be that much higher. So I was personally thinking $3,000 tops.
And you thought that would be kind of a lot, but it was like, well, it'll be worth it for me to
get it done. $3,000,
it's done right.
$3,000 to $3,500 tops is what I was thinking, and that's because I know the material, I know how long it's going to take them. In our house we built a couple years ago, the whole house was plumbed for $11,500. The whole house.
That's
not
propane
just lines, everything.
That's septic, water.
That was everything. That was them hooking the septic up, like she said, hooking the water up, doing the top out. It was everything.
And of a house that's way bigger than this house.
It was almost twice the size of this.
Yeah.
So I was like, this is crazy.
And we're not living like. The gas mileage is still similar.
Oh yeah,
it
takes 18 minutes. All right, so we had to stop for a minute. We had company come over. Brandy's dad showed up and he was helping us fix some things. But we left off talking about we got a crazy high bid, how much it cost for old house, which we knew prices have changed since then. All that we understand all that.
You were taking that into consideration, and it was still high.
So that's basically it. Like they're trying to take advantage of our situation. And I'm not going for it. Like, we ended up getting another bid from another plumber, got it done in one day for a third of the price.
Yeah.
I mean, it's awesome.
Well, and also another thing of the taking advantage, you were talking about like the time frame. Like, this plumber ended up saying, hey, if you want it done, I have to do it tomorrow or it's not going to happen. So we felt like it was also kind of pressuring us to be like, hey, don't get any more bids. Here's what I can do, and if not, it's going to be like
2 or 3 weeks. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I just said, man, it was way too high of a bid. I wasn't expecting that bid. And he was like, I understand, and I think he knows. I know. Like, we get it. Like, you're throwing high bids out there because you're busy, all that. But what we're saying is, don't do that. Be honest, because we live in the community.
Yeah, or you're helping people who might be building for themselves in the future that say like, hey, definitely shop around, know what people are worth, like what their work is worth, and what the supplies cost, because it's just like, if we would have paid that, then that would have put us behind on other projects we wouldn't have been able to do, because that money would have been coming out.
So that's just really discouraging. Like we talked about earlier, being locals, we actually see these plumbers. I see them all the time because we're building a house.
You actually saw them when you were buying your parts.
I seen him. Yeah, I seen not that particular guy, but his company. Seen him while he was loading up all the parts for it. So it's really discouraging when you got locals taking advantage of other locals. You shouldn't take advantage of people in general, like anyways.
Yeah.
But definitely not locals that lived here for so long and are established in the community. You know what I mean? Like, it's just crazy to me. And we're going to continue to see them. We're not moving anywhere. So
and like I said, we know for future jobs, like even if they were to bid better, it's kind of like you've lost that respect and that trust that they're going to be honest.
I won't. I will never call them back again for any plumbing needs that I need. Or if anyone asks me, I'll tell them the situation that was in.
Yeah, like I said, you're not making this Facebook post or YouTube video with their names, but definitely if a friend was like, "Hey, who was that?" we would say, don't use them.
I wouldn't use them
because we wouldn't feel like it would be honest.
And it's not that they don't do good work, because I've heard both sides. I've heard they do really good work, and I've heard they rush things too. But it's one of them things. We don't have to use them, and we didn't. So like, we literally got the job done with materials and everything else for like $2,000. That was below my original.
Yeah. That was
high end.
That was a blessing. That was like him seeing his friend at the right time, literally at the gas station, and making connections with his family member. So it was just like all worked out.
Yep.
Really
So
well.
it was an honest, fair bid. Took us 6 hours. I helped him. I kind of watched most of it, but I'd help him hand tools and stuff like that. It took him 6 hours to do the job, and for a third of the price. So like, just beware of contractors trying to take advantage of you. It's just not plumbers. It's roofers. It's anything that you're doing. Shop around and get different bids. What are they doing?
Eddie's like too lazy to stand up and eat, I guess.
Look at him. He's like, oh, I'm just gonna sit here and nibble all this.
I'll just lay down.
So another thing that he said to me, I haven't mentioned this yet. So when he called me and said, hey, I can do the job. It's got to be tomorrow. What do you want to do? Do you want to use me? And I said, absolutely, I would love to use you, but you're just like way too high. And he says, I understand. Like, I completely understand. I get it. Yeah, yep. Well, then I said, man, how long is this bid good for? Let me see if I can make it work. And he said 30 days. And I said, okay, I'll get back with you. So then I called him like 5 minutes later, because I was thinking the bid was for, it's on the paperwork, the bid's for the propane lines and for installing the water heater. So I called him back. I said, look, man, I said, what would it cost? Like, because I was trying to make this work financially for us.
You started thinking about it.
Like, we wanted to get it done, so I was trying to make this work financially for us. And I said, what would it cost just for the propane lines not to install the water heater? He goes, oh, the water heater is not included. And I said, well, yeah, it's on your bid. It wasn't supposed to be on the bid. He goes, it's $5,500 just for the lines. So at that point, I think his arrogance was coming out. And
well, and then it also made you like, you're not even holding true to your, like, if he didn't fill the bid out and it was someone in his office, he wasn't going to honor the paper that we had. Yeah. He was going to say, even what that number is, that's not even accurate for all of it.
Yeah.
So,
and on the paperwork it says water heater, but then it doesn't. It says, am I going to buy it or is he going to purchase it?
Yeah.
So the labor part was on there. So yeah.
It just confirmed that you were like, no, we're just not going to be able to work with him. Even if it took us another month to get it, that would be unfortunate.
Yeah.
But we weren't going to pay something that it wasn't worth.
Yeah.
Like.
Anyways, it's not right. So that being said, that's all I got for you guys. You got anything else?
No, I think just like I said, just use us as like a learning experience to maybe like not just take that first person's bid to shop around, because it is your money. You're hiring them to work for you, and so you have options. And
I always try to get 3 bids on each job
like
that we're doing. Yeah, 3 bids.
Because 2, you're not going to really be able. One might be super high, one might be super low. Getting a third, kind of see what's a fair amount for that.
That's always worked good for us, but this particular time we couldn't get any plumbers.
Couldn't get someone to show up. So.
It's crazy. But yeah, that being said, I hope you guys enjoyed this little episode. Over here, me and Brandy talking about what we got going on, and we actually just did a pressure test on the line, so we'll keep you guys updated on Keeping It Dutch. I need to do an update on everything we got done in the house over there. So if you guys aren't subscribed here, please subscribe. If you're not subscribed at Keeping It Dutch, go subscribe over there. Thanks for watching.
Bye.